Hello, everybody. For this podcast, we're doing an Alchemy Restore draft. I've played quite some at this point, and whenever I've won, I've played black something. Um, Everything else has gone from bad to worse. But in this pack, there's no black card that I'm going to take first pick. There are a white card, which is kind of bombish. Cathar's Crusade is if it's on the battlefield and you play one more creature, it's annoying, and if you play more, then it's worse. There's also near Heath Pilgrim, which is certainly a good card. Trusted Force Mage, Borderland Ranger, Wingcrafter, but I think that I'm going to take this Crusade first pick because there was no really outstanding card in that pack. And here there is a Dreadslaver, which is powerful, although it's basically unblockable. It doesn't do a whole lot. For white, there's Defang, but I'm not going to pick that up as a second pick. The two strongest cards in this pack, I'd say that's Lightning Prowess and Nettleswine. Taskmaster is very dedicated to one specific deck in Dreadslaver, although the ability is rather powerful. It's not being double back into this double white if we want to play white makes it less suitable. So I'm going to take this Lightning Prowess, but I think that's the strongest card. The Heirs of Stromkirk is also worthy of a mention, but Lightning Prowess is a solid card. And here there is a Righteous Blow, which I think is amongst the components is most likely the strongest card. But I'm looking at Righteous Blow and Vessel of Endless Rest. Both are really good, but this play, if you get a Vessel, you'll play it almost regardless what your deck looks like. A Righteous Blow is more than fine as a combat trick, and it does deal with all the aggressive things that your opponent can throw at you. This pack is light on both red and green, so hopefully this means that we'll get more white, and we do get more white, although they are not the most exciting of white cards. Black is really bad. The blue card is a cantrip. I will take this Holy Justiciar. I would most likely play the first one. It's not good in multiples because the tapping cost is really high. But as a single, I will play it. I've yet to pick Conjurer's Closet. It can do some really fun stuff, but it's not the pick here. Rather just take the Justiciar. Well, we might get pushed into black here. Ebonite Shade is a really good card, although it's an anti-combo with Cathar's Crusade. Bloodflow Connoisseur, also a more than decent card. Lunar Mystic, I have actually played against a deck that really abused him, but I think the strongest card overall is this Ebonite Shade. Call to Serve is an honorable mention, but I'll take this Shade. And the Searchlight Guys, that's really late. That's what also the Gryff Vanguard, but that's the only playable, really playable card we've seen so far. So I'd rather take the Searchlight piece, then hopefully we'll get more black to go with it. Cloud Shift, that's more than decent. Thatcher's Revolt, if somebody's gotten the um, a Vigilant Justice, then this card is more than enough to support it. But we'll keep picking these white cards. Zealous Strike is good because it gets rid of certain annoying stuff. Another Searchlight piece. The 2 black cards in this pack wheeled to us. I'd say that should mean something. Defy Death is decent, but being 5 mana, it's most likely going to be more expensive than the card that actually died. Here, this Crypt Creature versus Soul Cage Fiend. We might actually be rather aggressive with this deck. Well, those 2 drops is really important, and 3 drops you can stack up a bundle of. Curse Break. You do want ways to deal with enchantments, because there are some rather annoying. Vigilante's Justice being one of them. So, although I did not intend to go black, nobody else is playing black, so I'm quite happy to move in on that. Here's a rather expensive but fun combo. Any lightning powers with any Death Touch creature. Red-green with what's it called? Nightshade Peddler and lightning prowess. It's really good and hard to beat. But yeah, we have some combat tricks in white, a bunch of guys in black. 4 guys in black, 1 guy in white. So white hasn't been as supported as one would hope, but none of the other colors have been open either. If things go really well for us, we might end up mono black. The Dread Slaver did not return to us, which is reasonable because it is really hard to deal with for some decks. And this pack shows us Vigilante Justice, Riot Ringleader, a Driver of the Dead, which is not the pick here, a second Righteous Blow, Falkenrath Exterminator. I'm leaning towards taking this Righteous Blow. Grave Exchange did not return to us in the last pack, but it is 6 mana, and you usually get them in like 4th or 5th, and as long as somebody else has opened one, I'm happy. So I'm more inclined to taking this Righteous Blow and wheeling one of these 3 black cards. I play any of those. Right Ringleader, and yeah, this red is stronger, but I don't think that I can move into red, seeing as it was really we didn't get any red in the last pack, and neither of those cards is good enough, I think, to move into it. Marrow Bats, it's a really fine, really good black card. There is a Pillar of Flame, and if I had taken a red card last pick, I would most likely have taken the Pillar and ditched this white. But I think that with these 2 Righteous Blows, Zealous Strike, this is at least good enough as a support to the black. There's a second Cloud Shift, there is second Zealous Strike, Defang. Yeah, I think this is again 3 more than decent red cards, but I'm taking this solid black one. Gold Knight Commander or Crypt Keeper. Let's see here where we're at. Gold Knight Commander goes into the combo-ish deck, and so far we don't have a good way to deal with it. But I think I'm more inclined to take in the Crypt Keeper here. Let's see here. We have just to have more early drops. 4 drops, we will get more of those drivers and whatnot. The drivers with Crypt Keeper is value. The second pillar, but yeah, Crypt Keeper, I think that's the pick. And here we get a choice between Voice of the Provinces. We picked that. I was going to say that I'm quite likely to take it because it's 2 creatures in one. There were some other choices which I quickly forgotten, but Voice is fine. Bone Splinters is a good pick up here, or pick rather. It's not that late. And I'm hoping to get some Soul Cage Fiends, and maybe what I have not seen so far is Undead Executioners. Ooh, Near Hit Pilgrim is a pick for us here. Even though Butcher Ghoul is really good, Near Hit Pilgrim is awesome. I have not seen the Undead Executioners yet, and I've only seen one vampire, what's his name? The Bloodflow Connoisseur. But I think that we will get at least one each. We only saw one Connoisseur last pack, but the guy that took that one is not as likely to take the second and third one. Second Voice, but Near Hit Pilgrim is quite a ways stronger. Voice or Driver. I'm going to take the Voice here. Even though I said that we will pick up drivers later on, this time I think that Voice is stronger, having another flyer as well as the token, making Cloud Shift a bit better. Driver with Pilgrim and Bone Splinters, I'm getting close to rating them rather highly. I have one Cloud Shift already, so I'm going to take this Valiant. It seems like this deck will be rather weak against Guides of Flame. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures with 1 power, 1 toughness. Grave Exchange, that's the acceptable card. Cloud Shift, Zealous Drive, or Commander's Authority. I'd like to see this going on with Cathars Crusade, but I don't think it's all that likely, so I'm going to take a second Cloud Shift instead. Zealous Strike, the first one is good, the second one is not as good. Midnight Duelist, Angelic Wall, Mad Prophet still in the pack. I'm going to take the Duelist. Early drops are important, and this trades with such cards. All the 2/1s don't stop dead, but they get a bit more cautious in the face of the Midnight Duelist. And now we've got some. I was going to say that if we get a second chance at Defy Death, we might take them because we have the Voices now. And let's hope that we open something crazy powerful in the last pack. Lone Revenant is strong, but it's not going to be the pick. Rather, we have an undead executioner, and I'm quite likely to take it. There is a Bloodflow Connoisseur, but it's not as good. Farbog Explorer is more than fine. Human Frailty is also a very good card, and we will get something back that we want out of this pack. Even though it might just be an Explorer, I would be happy to take it. Bracers would be more than fine as well. More Inquisitor, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that we'd like. Lone Revenant is not the pick, obviously, but Undead Executioner is really good. Second Bone Splinters, fine. Again, we'll get something back of this pack. The Explorer, Farbog Explorer or Driver of the Dead, most likely. Even though the voice might be, I think it's more likely to disappear. Second Vigilante Justice. Hopefully they don't end up in the same deck with Apache's Revolt. This is this kind of strange thing. Very expensive. Yeah, not the pick. It's a strange card, though it can be powerful. Corpse Trader, on the other hand, is well, this is constructed crazy. It could be constructed crazy, whereas Corpse Trader is limited good. Spectral Gate Guards is fine, but Corpse Trader is stronger. Deathwind, yes please. Some more removals. Now we've got 1, 2, 3 straight up removal spells. Still have the tricks. Human Frailty is still a good card, but Deathwind is it can kill anything without hexproof, whereas Human Frailty has some issues. Archangel would be fine as well. Devastation Tide, not too interested. I'm going to take this driver, and this Holy Justiciar will most likely sit on the sideline. The Searchlight Beast was an option, but not good enough, I think. Midvast Protector, Ghoul Flash, Devout Chaplain, Homicidal Seclusion, and I think that pick should be the Seclusion. We don't have all that much sack outlets to end up with the one creature, but if we get this into play, our opponent is less likely to trade off until we have one creature in play. So I think it's the pick. Both Devout Chaplain, although that is not as good in our deck because we don't have that many humans, and Midvast Protector are fine. Ghoul Flesh deals with all these small creatures, but Homicidal Seclusion unanswered is a bomb. And we got removal and sack outlet in one. The Bartering Blood is the strongest black card in the set, I think. Yeah, second Grave Exchange. Now we can start looking at what cards to cut, and I think... Oh, the Connoisseur came back to us. Great. I'm going to cut one Cloud Shift main deck. I'm going to well, let's see if we can go mono black. I'd like to splash for the Nearhit Pilgrim because it's really good, and Voices together with Cloud Shift is fine as well. It might be Righteous Blow instead of Strike that gets the axe. What's this? Nobody's playing that red deck. This is strange. However, there's a driver, and I think that's the pick over the third voice. We are getting rather stacked on the 4-drop, but that's fine. I think that the Voices and Cloud Shift will not be in the main deck. These guys are early drops, although the Pilgrim is better than the Valiant later on. I'd like to play the Crusader, although it's not that I had to. Let's see what we've got total. So we've managed to avoid taking cards in other colors. The green is not going to get played. We have no blue, so we can hide that regardless. Polluted Dead is okay. So we've got one. Let's see if we hide white, hide red. Then we've got 21 cards, almost enough to make it playable. Spectral Gate Guard is a fine card. It's catching the step wager. Oh, nothing to play either of those. It's almost mono black. Unhallowed Pact being rather unexciting, as well as Polluted Dead, but the rest here, even Mental Agony, is a playable card. Showborn once more. But again, not playing red. The lands are not important, not playing green. Still haven't picked a blue card. This is going to be interesting. Since we have to play some white cards, who look here, Google Flash. Perfect. Let's revise our plan here. High white. 22. Yeah, we have to play some white. The question is what it's going to be. And I think that options here could say Gate Guard, Stellar Strike, Storm, Pilgrim, Righteous Blow, Cloud Shift. Can add the doubles here, the rest is not as healing. Black, Seclusion, Barter, Executioner, Shade, Driver, Trader, Keys, Connoisseur, Creeper, Foe, Bush. So this is 28 cards. And the white right now is a Crusade, which I want to play. The Cloud Shifts, if I cut the Cloud Shifts and the Voice, it's not like any of these creatures mind dying. Especially since I have a Seclusion, I don't think that I need to play these cards. Stellar Strike is not going to be as valuable either. So, Cathars Crusade, making all my guys big and brutal. Near Pilgrim may help me win races. And Righteous Blow. I think this is my deck. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 removal spells. Let's move. Let's change into spells and creatures. We've only got 12 creatures, but we've got 2 drivers to return these 3 guys. We've got 2 grave exchanges to return anything. So hopefully, like recur driver to recur Pilgrim when or if it would die. Connoisseur to do some shenanigans with said drivers, Shade, Executioner. I think this is good enough. bone splinters, 2 bone splinters with only 12 creatures might seem uh, like a bad idea, but being able to deal with anything is that strong. I could cut down to 1 bone splinters maybe, since I have these 2 righteous blows, and perhaps add a gate guard, more of a defensive guy. I have my 3 flyers and a pump do up to 13 creatures, but I have the exchanges. As long as I get the mana, it shouldn't be any problem. So I think I'll try like this, and if it doesn't work out, I can move into a more aggressive, maybe even more aggressive deck, like just adding creatures and reducing both, maybe reduce righteous blows and whatnot. Actually, I don't have any decent black cards. I could add the gate guard cutting a righteous blow, because as I said previously, the first one is good, the second one is not as good. Since if you have played one, your opponent might expect that you have a second one. Now let's try like this first, and if it doesn't work out, we can add the gate guards. Gate guards voice. We can just move into a bunch of creatures, cutting the homicidal seclusion and righteous blow for another 2 creatures, moving up to 40. That should be enough. So adding lands, 4, 13. I do want to have at least 1 flame starting hand, and my double black spells are, well, 4 mana and 6 mana, so it's not like I need double black off the bat. Cathars Crusade is at its best from turn, if it enters play on turn 5, but it doesn't have turn to play at turn 5. So I think this is going to be the deck. 6 plains, 11 swamps, and hopefully we can just trade our way into victory with seclusion and great exchanges to finish it off. So, Simeon Rama, and just for your information, this is Swiss. I have not yet moved into 8.4, and so I'm doing these for experiences.